Welcome in Pesky Pole YouTube channel, 2nd and 10 football. We're going back to 1992. It is week 2 of the college football season, and the early game of the year will pit Michigan against Notre Dame. Notre Dame won in week 1 over Northwestern, 43-14. Michigan has not played a game yet. In real life, Michigan went 9-0-3. And Notre Dame went 10-1-1. They tied this game in real life. Notre Dame also lost to Boston College, which really kind of derailed their national title chances for Lou Holtz and the Irish. So big game here. I will let you know this. So Vanderbilt upset Alabama in week 1. Alabama, of course, won the national title in 1992, so that could kind of change things up a little bit on those. We're going to AI control for these two right here, and we're doing drive by drive. We'll toss it up here in the big house, and it looks like Notre Dame will get the ball to start things off here. We're going drive by drive, 2nd and 10. I've made several videos on this, but this is my favorite way to play the game. So we got Rick Meyer at quarterback, Reggie Brooks, and Jerome Bettis in the backfield, a great backfield. Ray Griggs, Michael Miller, Irv Smith, receiving wise on there. Michigan's defense. We've got Michigan's defensive line. Their player Steve Morrison up there is pretty good. Ty Law, of course, in the backfield. So pretty good talent on both sides of the ball. Here we go. First drive of the game, Notre Dame ball. Let's see what they do. And they'll punt it away. So Hendrick punts it away. It rolls out of bounds to the 1-yard line. So Michigan will take over. Elvis Gerback is their quarterback. Ricky Powers, Bernie Leggett is in the backfield. Derek Alexander, really good receiver, is their main receiver there. So Michigan ball, Gerback under center, backed up at their 1-yard line. And they'll punt it away. So they flip the field. They get to Notre Dame's 42-yard line and punt it away. And the Irish will take over the 13-yard line. No score. First quarter. Notre Dame now with their possession. And Rick Meyer scrambles for 2 yards, gets hit and fumbles. And Michigan recovers. So Michigan will take over at the Irish 36-yard line with a chance to do some damage here. There you see Tyrone Wheatley in the backfield for Michigan. And Wheatley gets a 2-yard touchdown run. So field goal extra point is good. And Michigan takes a lead 7-0. Rick Meyer has had to throw a pass yet for Notre Dame. Gerback 2 for 2, 24 yards. Johnson 7 carries, 32 yards. Wheatley's 4 carries, 18 yards in the touchdown. And receiving wise. So 7-0 Michigan, the big fumble by Rick Meyer right there. And Lee Becton. Becton, he may take this back. He's still on his feet. He's still going. And he will score. No penalties on the play. The Irish come back. Lee Becton, a 96-yard kickoff return for 6. And Hendrick makes extra point. 7-7 is the score. So how about that? First quarter still. They'll kick it back to Michigan. And Malveaux, he takes the 19-yard line. Michigan ball, 7-7, first quarter. Let's see what they do in their drive right here. And a 16-yard pass from Elvis Gerback, 11 plays, 81 yards, takes us to the second quarter. And Michigan now leads 14-7. Gerback 6 for 9, 88 yards. Rick Meyer still has not tried a pass yet, and that's because of the kind of weird start here with the special teams and so forth. There you see special teams, the difference right there. Recapping so far, 25 total yards for Notre Dame in offense, 174 for Michigan, but it does not matter because of the kickoff return. 14-7. Michigan will kick it back off Notre Dame. And this will be a touchback. So Notre Dame ball down by 7, second quarter. That's what they do in this drive here. And they'll punt it back. So the Michigan defense stepping up. Michigan ball. And there it is, 2nd and 6 from Michigan 44. A backward pass thrown by Gerback, which is a fumble, and Jim Flanagan, Notre Dame, recovers it. So Notre Dame is set up now at the Michigan 42-yard line. And a 42-yard pass to Derek Mays. Meyer to Mays. Extra point is good. We are tied at 14. And that was Rick Meyer's only pass of the game so far. A 42-yard strike to Derek Mays at 14-14. And a good one here in the big house. They'll kick off to Michigan now. 14-14, second quarter. In a game with national title implications. Even though it's early in week 2, this game will play a big part in deciding who plays the national title game. Michigan ball, they're backed up at their 5-yard line. Wheatley slipped after he caught the ball. And Michigan will punt it to Notre Dame. So Notre Dame ball now, 6:30 to go in the half. And they'll punt it back to Michigan. So both defenses stepping up here. Michigan ball now at their own 6-yard line. And Davis with a 1-yard touchdown run, an 8-play, 94-yard drive, taking up 2 minutes 50 seconds. And a touchdown run by Davis. And Gerback now 7 for 10, 107 yards, 1 TD. Johnson 12 carries, 63 yards. Wheatley 7 carries, 54 yards. And they're up 21-14. If you take a look at the stats right here, Michigan is really dominating the game. 281 to 83 in total yards. Turnovers 1 each, yet it's 21-14. And that's really due to the fact that Michigan turnover happened deep in their own territory and the kick return by Notre Dame. So 21-14. The score is all that matters, but on the stats, Michigan's dominating the ball game. So Notre Dame ball here. First half winding down. Last possession of the first half, probably. And Rick Meyer kneels this one down. They'll go to halftime. So 21-14 is the half. Meyer 2 for 6, 50 yards, 1 TD, no picks. Reggie Brooks 6 carries, 19 yards. Meyer 4 carries, 18 yards. Has a 16-yard long run. Bettis 3 attempts for 2 yards. So Jerome Bettis not really getting into the flow too much here early on. We'll kick it off. Michigan will get the ball for the second half. This is a big drive here, opening drive. Michigan would love to kind of take this one down the field and get up by 14. Let's take a look and see what they do. They don't do that. They'll punt it away to Notre Dame. So the Irish take over. Down by 7. And they'll punt it back to Michigan. So 9:41 to go third quarter. Both teams punting on their opening possessions of the half. And 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. Alozovic, his 25-yard field goal is no good. Is no good. So they drive down to a 4:04 to go, and they miss the field goal attempt. A chippy 21-14. So Notre Dame will take over now with 4:04 going to the third quarter. They dodge a bullet right there, down by a score only. and they'll punt it back to Michigan. They got down the Michigan 38-yard line. They punt it down. Michigan will take over again. Michigan has taken over deep in their own territory several times this ball game. I think they have their average starts their own 20. Here we go. That may change after this drive, though. We'll see if that changes. They'll punt it away. Let's see if that changes now on that drive. I'm at 120 still. All right. So here we go. Notre Dame ball, 14-12, 14-12 to go in the game, down by 7. And a field goal attempt is good. So 21-17, a 10-play, 48-yard drive. Meyer now 4 for 10, 83 yards with a touchdown. Brooks with 30 yards rushing. Look at Meyer. Meyer 6 carries, 50 yards rushing, including a 24 long rush there. Bettis 6 carries, 21 yards. So the Irish doing it on the ground. Take a look at the totals overall here. Rushing 127, but Michigan has 250 yards, 51 yards of rushing. They are pounding it on the ground. Now look at the box right there. They've got Wheatley and Johnson, 80 and 83 yards. Davis, 50 yards. Powers, 30 yards. They are gashing them on the ground. It's a ground game. Both sides. So 21-17, a good one here from the Big House. 9:47 to go in the game. Michigan ball. A touchdown here could put the game away. Not, I wouldn't say all the way away, but it'd be tough for Notre Dame to come back down 28-17, especially take some time off the clock. Let's see what happens here. And Gerbach is picked off. He is picked off at their own 30. Tom Carter brings it back to the 26-yard line. So the Irish now are set up in business, down by 4 with 9:29 to go in the game. Let's see what happens here. And a field goal attempt is good. So Michigan's defense hangs on there, holds them to a field goal to make it 21-20 with 7:20 to go in the game. So big stand by Michigan after the turnover. That was huge. And Michigan now would love to run some clock and get some points on the board here. They don't. They punt it back to Notre Dame. Be Notre Dame ball with 4:45 to go in the game. Big possession right here by the Irish. And a 7-yard touchdown run right there by Reggie Brooks. They go for 2, and Lee Becton is stopped cold. So 26-21 Irish now lead as Brooks for the touchdown. And let's take a look at the recap real quick. That turnover right there, Michigan, that second turnover is being costly. So 26-21, Michigan will get the ball back. Down by 5. They need a touchdown here. They have to go 80 yards. Can they get it? They do not get it. 4th and 2 from their own 46. They go for it. A pass to Alexander is incomplete. The Irish take over with 1:12 to go. Can they run things out here? And they do. The Irish pick up the win 26-21 in a game they were outplayed for the most part. I mean, you can make a case that the better team maybe did not win, but all that matters is what's on the scoreboard. So a big win, and that game will kind of reverberate throughout the rest of the season as we play our 92 replay as the Notre Dame Irish take care of Michigan 26-21 in a good one. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with more games later on. Have a great night.